This is a post-solar eclipse for each of the 12 signs. Because this is a collective reading, remember, it will not resonate with everyone that listens to the video. So always use your discernment, see what, if anything, resonates with you, and leave the rest for someone else. Be aware, too, that since time is fluid, this could have already happened, is currently happening, or will happen in the future. So with that in mind, I'll go ahead, I'll put in the comment section, I'll break down when each of these individual signs come up in the video to make it a little easier to access. So sending you all my best, and I hope this proves helpful. God bless all. Hello everyone, I have an energy check-in for each of the 12 signs. I'm going to be starting with Aries because we're in Aries season. Happy birthday to my fellow fire signs. Aries, I hope that the weather is lovely where you are and that things are going well. So with that in mind, everyone, I will start with Aries and I'm going to show you what I got. Aries, we have look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. New moon in Taurus, know your worth. And there's a clock chime going off as we speak. So the bell tolls for thee. There is something significant coming. The Emperor also came out. The season of autumn, Aries, is going to be very important for some of you in the collective. Moon Stag, be ready to take on more responsibility, authority, leadership, and support. Definitely more of a masculine energy. These are my little fairy dust cards. I put in my fairy cards today along with my Moonology cards, and this is the fairy dust card I pulled for you, Aries. Support. There is always help around. When you ask, it can be found. As far as numbers, I pulled 11, sign of intuition. You were learning to trust your gut feelings. Excellent, excellent. Very important, especially at this time, to rely on your intuition. Regardless of what any tarot reader says, always listen to what is specifically for you, because remember, most of these are collective, so you're really going to want to hone in, Aries, to what resonates with you specifically. From my fairy cards, I pulled out number 22, Blue Fairy. This is all about love and connection to spirit. And the last card I pulled for you is Wayward Paths. This is another fairy deck I have. I'm going to read you, it's very short, about Wayward Paths, Aries, and this will give you an idea. And I think I'm saying this right. The Gwyllion are fairies of Welsh folklore who have been said to haunt desolate roads, leading travelers away from their intended path, often towards danger. The reason they do this is unclear. Their cries can be heard echoing throughout the Welsh mountain ranges at night when they're most likely to appear. Try to catch one and they'll vanish. When this card is drawn, stay alert. Distractions could be lurking, and while they're probably harmless, look out for anything or anyone vying for your attention when they do not deserve it. We're going back to know your new moon in Taurus. You need to know your worth, Aries. Your time and energy are precious. Do what you can to protect them. Having pulled one of the more malevolent fairies in this deck, consider doing some kind of spiritual cleanse to recenter, whether that is saging your home or meditating. So there is going to be, for some in the collective, someone who's going to try to pull you off path, because right now you're stepping up into your leadership position. You're getting connected to spirit. You're embracing this unconditional love. You're seeing things from a higher perspective. You're seeing things as the Emperor. This is boss energy, Aries. This is boss energy. This is someone who makes it happen. And let me just read you at the bottom of the autumn card. It says, in the fall season, everything comes together. You reap wonderful harvest of abundance. So if you can continue on your path, there's going to be, for some in the collective, something very positive that's going to take place in the fall. But you must remember your worth. You must see things from a higher perspective and be willing to take on this responsibility, and just be wary of anyone who seems like they're trying to take you off your path. So I'm going to stop here for Aries, and I will move on to Taurus. Taurus, for some reason, when I was putting the video in, I noticed halfway through the volume just completely went blank. So after I have posted this, I'm going to do a reading specifically for Taurus, and I will post it individually. My apologies. It is Mercury retrograde, let's not forget, and it's prone to having all kinds of technical difficulties, but we'll get the video out. I appreciate your patience, and I'll have it out later today. Thank you, guys. Hello, Gemini. Well, I have an energy check-in for you the day after the solar eclipse. I have specifically picked out my moon cards and my fairy cards. So we'll start off with your fairy card, which is number 1, attitude. There's a key line from the description of this card that I think is important. It says, listen to all that you say and think all day long. Whenever a negative or judgmental thought comes in, immediately replace it with a positive thought. Remember, what you focus on is what you attract into your life. So carefully choose what kind of life you want. So that's going to be very important. But attitude. We also have another fairy card, ring around the fairies. Ring around the fairies. Number 71 may be significant for some, or 1. It says fairy rings are, scientifically speaking, mushrooms that form in a circle due to the way their roots spread out when a spore has found a prime growing location. Much of European folklore has explained this natural occurrence by ascribing fairy activity to it, claiming the circles revealed where fairies dance and play. Mushrooms in this formation can be found in forest and other grassy areas. They are still referred to as fairy rings today. When this card is pulled, it is time to party. Create your own fairy ring by inviting friends over for a good time. Make a playlist and decorate your home, anything to make the night sacred and unforgettable. This card reminds you that friendship is magical and so is dancing. So, ring around the fairies. I pulled the same card that I got for Taurus. I put this back in because I had shuffled. I put it back in. It came back out. So this is definitely your card as well as for Taurus. It says release control. First quarter moon in Taurus. Gemini, there's something that you're not giving it to the divine. You're not releasing control. You're trying to make the outcome. You're trying to force the outcome instead of just allowing it to flow naturally. But you do need to expect powerful change. This is a new moon eclipse. And that is exactly what we had. That came out for you. So there's going to be powerful change. I got 2 of these cards for you. Moon Sparkle, a wonderful surprise is in store for you. And Wolf Moon, which is about communication. So there's going to be a really positive communication coming in for a lot of people in the Gemini collective. You also, though, are going to need to do some research. It says you need more information about this situation. Look into it further before proceeding. So it's going to require you to stop, to release control, and to watch your thoughts quite carefully. The Princess of Autumn, which is really just the Queen of Pentacles, studious, responsible, cheerful, mischievous, happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships, well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. But this is a very grounded, very fertile card to be pulling. Basically, the Queen of Pentacles is someone who is very nurturing, very giving, very grounded. The Queen of Pentacles is the Queen of Value. She can make anything grow. I also pulled, these are called fairy dust cards, so I pulled this and I got 2 instead of 1. So both of these are important for you, Gemini. Practice. After a while, you'll dance on air. Practice makes perfect. You're almost there. So there's something you've been working on that you're getting close to it. This is the second card I have about the need to play. It says, step outside and feel the sun. Breathe the air, play, and have some fun. So you need to go have a little fun, safely, of course. I also pulled an angel number for you, Gemini, 6789. You may or may not have been seeing it, but this will resonate with someone. A sign of unconditional love. No matter the flaws, you give and receive love. Always nice to see. And I also wanted to show you whenever a card catches my attention at the top of the deck, we had 111, which is a sign of manifestation. So there's going to be powerful changes coming about if you can release control, if you can watch your thoughts and then go out, do some research, and then go out and enjoy yourself, because there's going to be a really positive communication coming through. I hope this helps, Gemini. You guys take care. Hey, Cancer. I decided to do an energy check-in today for each of the 12 signs this day after the eclipse to kind of see where things are. And I specifically chose all of my fairy cards as well as my moon cards. So I'm going to share with you what I found out for Cancer. The first card out I have is Magnolia, number 21. And Magnolia talks about focus. It says, think clearly about what it is you wish to manifest into your life. Place your focus on the things that you desire. It does not matter if they are of the material or spiritual realm. Both serve to teach us to love ourselves and others. And then the keyword says, try on someone else's glasses today. So your perspective is going to be very important at this time. Also, again, sometimes my attention is brought to the cards that are left behind. This was one of those times. You also, at the top of the deck, have the card number 22, which is Blue Fairy. Now, 21 and 22 also are progressive numbers, so there is further progression. And to show you, it's been shuffled. This is 15, and then this is 54. So that's how it came out. So that tells me that you need that shift in perspective, but to also focus and be based in love from all of your actions at this time. Now, the waning crescent card landed on top of Magnolia and lay the foundation. It says it's time to leave the past behind. Transition, surrender, and reflection. Lay the foundation is another fairy card I got for you. It won't be long, Cancer, so let me just read you what it talks about. Lay the foundation. Number 25 may be significant. According to Hawaiian legend, and I'm mispronouncing this, I apologize, Menehune are a group of small magical people who were the original settlers on the island of Kauai. Oh, I'm really butchering this. Kauai. They're known as exceptional craftsmen, building roads, ditches, temples, and other complex structures quickly and expertly using their magic. According to legend, the Menehune left Kauai once humans began settling there, but some believe that a small group of them remain in Hawaii today, building and crafting while evading human detection, as fairies are good at doing that. When this card is drawn, think intentionally about what you've been building towards in your life and what tools you still need to get there. Are there small, actionable steps that you can take? The Menehune are doers and beckon you to do without further delay. Now is a good time to hunker down on a new project or to tackle a household repair that you've been putting off. So whatever it is, it's going to require some work, but it will be worth it, because having a solid foundation, Cancer, is highly important to the success of anything. You pulled the King of Spring, which is kind of the equivalent of the King of Wands. A financial windfall. Your leadership skills are needed now. An unexpected supporter of your cause. So either you are vibrating in the energy of the King of Wands, someone who's very confident, someone who is a leader, someone who is action-oriented, or there will be someone coming in to support your efforts who holds that energy. Some of you are going to be moving because we have new home. Moving is a step in the right direction for you. So that's a big change. Milky Way, you are being guided by higher forces. And Pink Moon, expect an exciting declaration of love. The new moon in Sagittarius card came out for you. Focus on the positive. Third quarter moon, adjustments will be required, and it's important that you hold your vision. You really need to keep that vision, that focus. Now, I have two cards. Something caught me about being on the right path. Where is that? I could swear that there was There were two cards that referred to a path, but I guess maybe not. Huh. I don't know where I got that from, but it says you're on the right path. The way ahead is clear and true. You have chosen the right path for you. The angel numbers I got are 333, which is really talking about you are moving forward, things are progressing. And then the sign 44, sign of encouragement, keep going as your hard work will pay off. So that ties in to laying this foundation. It's going to require some hard work, but it is going to pay off and it is going to be positive. So 333 and 44 may be numbers that you're seeing a lot of, or 21. Also be aware, like I said, just listen to your intuition. That's always the best source that you have for knowing that path ahead. Focus on the positive. So your focus is going to be important. You are where your focus is. So try to stay as often as possible in a very positive place. Remembering that there will be adjustments, that you're going to have to hold that vision to keep punching through until you start to see progression. But you do have the universe working with you. There's going to be some kind of a declaration of love for some in the Cancer Collective. That's always very nice. So guys, that's what I've got for you at this time. I hope it helps. Hello, Leo. I have a short energy check-in for you the day after the solar eclipse, and I wanted to share with you what I found. I specifically pulled all of my fairy cards as well as my moon cards. The first card out for you is number 31, the Flirt. The Dreamer. Embrace your true purpose. Begin a new adventure. Trust yourself. Let go. As you surrender the need to control, your relaxed energy rapidly attracts your desires. And some of you may be seeing robins are prominent because there is a little robin in this card. So that may be a point of someone resonating with the reading because they've been seeing a lot of robins. This card was on the top, and I felt like it was important. Whom do you need to forgive? As you release old anger or resentment, you will find that your wishes will come true. So some of the Leo Collective, forgiveness is going to be crucial. Forgiveness is as much for you as it is for the other person, because you release that energy. You're not holding a grudge. The energy is allowed to flow. So it's a very positive move to make, even though sometimes it's quite difficult. But that's what you're being asked to do. You also pulled the flow card. So I'm going to look in the book and see what it says, but I think it's kind of self-explanatory because she's in the water and then she's got two swans around her. That's also significant. So I think for some of you in the collective, there will be a relationship, a long-lasting, kind of like until you guys grow old and pass type of a relationship, because swans are symbolic of that long-lasting, faithful partnership. Some of you also may feel kind of like a swan, maybe, and again, it's not for everybody, but maybe you felt like an ugly duckling when you were little and then have blossomed into a very beautiful or very handsome person. Again, that's just a very small message. I don't think that's going to resonate with a lot of people, maybe just a handful. But someone, that's something that, they've had to overcome, because I think maybe they didn't feel like they were very handsome or very beautiful. Look at yourself the way God looks at you, and you'll see the beauty. Let me just look and see what Flo says, though, and see if there's anything else. I won't take long, Leo. I won't read the whole thing. I just kind of want to see if there's anything that strikes me that you might need to know. Oh my goodness, I cannot say this word. It's Gwragedd, and then Annwn. It says the Gwragedd are fairies of Welsh folklore who live beneath the lakes, often called lake fairies, and a crow just made his presence known. There's communication that's going to be coming in, or some of you, along with robins, you may be seeing crows as well. It says, if you've ever walked by a lake, fairies were likely there. You just could not see them. A fun fact about the Gwragedd, they have been known to take human men for lovers. Let's see. When this card is drawn, lean into all things water, both literally and spiritually. Take a walk by the creek or steep yourself in a luxurious bath. Channel qualities that are associated with the element of water, and like fluidity, openness to change, or going with the flow, which is the overall meaning of it, is you're in the flow, which is good. Because you're in the flow, Leo, autumn moon, your planted seeds are ready to harvest. It's going to be a time of abundance. You've put that work in. You need to if you haven't let go, you need to, in order for this to progress, in order to have this harvest take place. But I show with this first card out, you're in a really feisty, kind of wonderful fire-like energy right now. So just ready to flirt and kind of taking the bite out of life is what I feel. Wishmaker, your wish will be granted. Your wish will be granted. What do you need to release? A waning moon. There's something with let go and what do you need to release. Again, some in the collective, not all. You really need to spend some time thinking about that, because that's going to be crucial for this wish coming about. Something has to be released. You have to make room for new energy. Some energy has to go for the new energy to come in. So if you resonate with that, really look hard at that and see what you can come up with. You also pulled your own card. Confidence is your key to success, new moon in Leo. So it's very important, Leo, for you to have that wonderful, lovely Leo confidence going at this time. Remember, Simba, who you are, and keep that in your mind at all times. Full moon in Virgo, take inspired action. So there's going to be some movement of some, I just got chills down my spine. There's going to be movement that's going to be taking place, but it's going to require you to put that action in. And these are my little fairy dust cards. I pulled for you music. Fairies dance in the green hollow. Where the music plays, joy will follow. So music right now especially. There's a plane going overhead. That is a sign some of you will be traveling, or others will be traveling to you, or there's some kind of travel that's going to be involved. What happens during a reading is a part of the reading. And I think that is it, guys. I think that's what I've got. So basically, keep your balance. For those of you who need to release something, find out what you need to release. Keep that wonderful fire energy going. Keep that wanderlust going about the Fool, the one going out to start anew. Be in the flow, and you're going to have this wish granted. You're going to have these things come and manifest in the 3D. Listen to music if you can. Keep your confidence up and take inspired action, as only you can do. So I'm not sure, I can't remember if I showed you this, but it talks about who do you need to forgive. So that's an important theme. Like I said, with that there and what do you need to release. Again, if I said that a second time, my apologies. But that is an important theme. So I just wanted to make sure that I was clear to mention that. Okay, Leo, I hope this helps, guys. Take care. Hello, Virgo. Well, I am doing a quick energy check-in this day after the solar eclipse, and I'm using my moon cards and my fairy cards. Let me share with you what I have found. We have the fairy card of restoration. Let me read you just a brief excerpt of this card. It says, the Huli Jing of Chinese folklore are fox spirits whose shape-shifting powers grow stronger as they age. With resonances in Japan and Korea as the Kitsune and Kimoho, again forgive me if I'm mispronouncing that respectively, the Huli Jing most often take the form of a young woman who lure men to death using the powers of seduction. When this card is drawn, be aware of where and to whom you devote your energy. There are things in life that might appear attractive or sexy, but they may not be the best option for you. If you're feeling drained or depleted, do not ignore it. I just got confirmation from Spirit. Consider what is making you feel that way and take a step back if you need to. Lean on old comforts and people you know you can trust for restoration. So you're in a time where you're needing to restore, but you're going to have to be very careful who you're interacting with. Now, the other thing I found unusual was this is on page 59, the description. The following card is card number 59. So 59 is definitely an important number for some in the collective. It won't resonate with all. Wild Violet, though, talks about romance. It says it may be time to perk up a current love affair or to welcome a new one into your life. It says we all hear about the fairy tale romance, but as fairies will tell you, it does not happen without some effort. A relationship should be based on mutual respect and honesty and love. Small things go a long way in perking up a relationship. So it's basically talking about putting more romance into your life. But romance is in the air, and that's followed by, this is the equivalent of the Two of Cups. You see the progression here. Someone's going to try to tempt you because I think they're seeing that you have this beautiful love ahead of you. Just be aware, someone's going to try to pull you off path from this. This card is followed by the marriage card. The fairies join you in celebrating wedded bliss. Waxing crescent. The current energies are on your side, rebuilding, motivation, serendipity. So you may be seeing a lot of signs and symbols as well. Blue moon. Believe in the impossible, Virgo. And new moon in Capricorn. Step up and lead. You're being called to some form of leadership at this time. And also there's a significant situation in love that is coming to fruition. These are my fairy dust cards. Animal healing. No matter the creature, earth, sky, or sea, animals show how true love can be. So love is very much a theme in your reading. We have angel numbers 144, sign to raise vibrations. You are leveling up as a healer and a light worker. 111, sign of manifestation. Keep positive as thoughts manifest quickly. And 555, sign of transformation. You can expect the unexpected. So change is in the air. A manifestation is getting ready to come about. And again, you may be seeing these numbers a lot. I've been seeing actually 144 and 555 a lot myself. So just pay attention as you see these synchronicities. I hope this helps, Virgo. And congratulations to you who have found this beautiful love. But just be careful. Be careful. Take care, guys.